Just starting out with improvisation or need help getting a beginner going? In this video, you'll get a really simple tip that helps a novice out the most. Hi, my name is Jason Klobnak and I'm a jazz trumpeter from Denver, Colorado that helps musicians find a better way to improvise. If you're looking for a quick jazz improv tip that will help your soloing, then you have come to the right place. One of the big concerns I hear from beginning improv students and their teachers is, where do I begin? There's so much information out there, it can be hard to find a good starting point. Do we start with scales, like the blues scale? Please, just don't. Do we start with theory, transcribing? Well, here's my suggestion for where a beginner should start. Number one, start with rhythm. And then number two, start with listening. Everything else you can work on, in my opinion, supplements those first two items. And here's why. To have the proper sound, feel, and phrasing, you must have good rhythm and good time. To have good rhythm, you have to understand what is considered good by listening. Listening is something everyone should be doing no matter what your ability level. Listen to your favorite players, both old and new. Get their sound, phrasing, rhythm, timing, articulation, use of space, and ideas in your ear. And close your eyes and picture yourself there with them. How much should you listen? Well, a lot. As a beginner, what you listen to can help shape who you are as a musician and will eventually come out. Who you become as a musician is a combination of all of the influences you have stored in your head. Rhythm is something that can develop over time by listening and playing rhythmic exercises. The exercise I'm about to show you is one that I use with beginners. Unless the beginner already has a pretty good sense of rhythm and time, they need to be exposed to good jazz rhythms. So take a rhythmic example like this and have a student play it over a single note. After they get the feel, limit their note options. You can get into theory, melodic ideas, and scales later. I find it's best when talking about what notes to use to limit a beginner to 3 or 4 to start. Let them find out the different variations of what you can do with those notes on their own. Eventually, they'll become bored with them and will naturally want to expand their palette. Although I have heard plenty of jazz giants do more with 3 or 4 notes than some do with all 12. Let me show you how I might do this. I'm going to use a combination of these 3 notes and play something melodic with it over a blues as an example, and then have them play it back. Once that's easier for them, I'll let them experiment on their own with those note options. They can play them in any order they like, but they have to keep the same rhythm. It's about demonstration, participation, and then repeat as necessary. After they've made attempts, you can do call and response, trading fours, or trading choruses with them. So why don't you and I try this and trade a chorus? Now, if you need some ideas and suggestions over what to play on a B-flat blues, there's a link down below in the description that will send you 2 etudes, one on a B-flat blues, the other on autumn leaves. It gives you some good ideas and suggestions, as well as good rhythms to use over these. So if you'd like to check those etudes out, those are down below. I hope you've enjoyed this video and that it has added some value and benefit to your playing in some way. Leave a comment down below on your favorite way to start a beginner on improvising. If you're a beginner, try this out and let me know how it goes. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell that's right next to it that lets you know when another video comes out. And if you know any other musician that might find this useful, you can share it with them too. Until then, my name is Jason Klobnak, and I'll see you on the next one.